I ran them through, and one of them did not pass, and that was the
I'm never forsaken, never alone. The God of heaven, call me his own.
okay, my friends. This is, it's not really a part two, but it is a continuation of a earlier video that I did. And the video is, I did an unboxing. I had purchased two Louis Vuitton items from Poshmark. One was a monogram card holder, and the other was a Louis Vuitton Damier Azur keyclave. When I opened both of the items, one of them gave me a little pause, and that was the keyclave. So I ran them both through Entropy. Entropy is a certifying agency where they authenticate your luxury items. I ran them through, and one of them did not pass, and that was the Louis Vuitton Azur keyclave. So why do I have both of these items here? Because I'm going to show you a couple of things. So these are the two boxes that they came in, and I started thinking, okay, what could I have? And there were some things that gave me flag. These boxes look identical. However, if you feel over the labeling, there is a raised print on both of these, but for the authentic version, the raised print is more pronounced than it is on the item that is not authentic. Then the next thing that I noticed was the tabs. If you, and I can't show you this from the camera, but these two tabs are different. This one is very light and flimsy, and this one has more of a stiffness to it. This is the authentic product, and this one could not be authenticated. Then I'm going to show you what they looked like when I opened them. They both had the Louis Vuitton dust bags, and to be honest, I could not see with the naked eye a big difference from the dust bags. They both had a tag in the inside. Both had that, and the labeling was pretty similar. Both indicated they were made in India. And if you recall, this is the card case that I purchased, which I absolutely love and will be keeping. And this is the keyclave. Now, the first thing that I noticed with this was that it felt like it was in good condition, but there was a couple of things I noticed as soon as I opened it. And if you can see how this gap is right here, it just gave me pause. That was the first thing that gave me a pause, was that gap. And this chain seemed pretty long for the keyclave. I just don't recall it being that long. And the gold on here, the brass, seemed to be a little off. After further examination, when I looked at the bottom, you will see that the patterns do not match up on this item. All right, so what did Poshmark do? So let's talk about what my next steps were. So let me turn the camera up. The next steps was, I reached out to the seller and asked the seller if she had verification that the item was authentic. She indicated that she had purchased it from another Poshmark seller, and she was going to reach out. But at the same time, I did reach out to Poshmark for a resolution. They asked that I send a series of photos within 24 hours, and I did. I sent pretty much the same pictures that I upload for Entropy to Poshmark. And in about 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours later, Poshmark did send me an email. They apologized, and they did refund me, and they asked that I discard the item. They didn't actually say that it was not authentic, but I would say if they're telling me to discard it and they are giving me a refund, I would probably label that as it is not authentic. So, what is the lesson here for all? I do send my products if I'm buying them, and I love buying vintage, pre-owned items. I just like buying those. Of course, I like buying them brand new too, but I do like buying some with age. And there's a risk to that, so make sure that you're connected with a agency that will authenticate. I am a small business that I do have the tools to authenticate my own items, so I don't really have to send them off. I just perform the process here and get notification, and then I maintain those certificates for each of the items that I purchase. So I'm good. I will shop on Poshmark again. I was pleased with how they answered it. They did tell me, oh, this is the one thing that I did not mention. When I receive, if you ever shopped at Poshmark before, once you get the item, they know when it's delivered. Once it's delivered, they're like, hey, you got your item. Can you rate it so we can pay the seller? And this one, I received it, and I didn't look really that detailed at it, and I had already rated them. Hey, this was quick. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So they did advise me to try not to do that in the future, to really kind of do the due diligence. So, because there is a process that they have in order to get your refund if it's not what it is described on the website. So that's the lessons learned. Yes, Poshmark, I will shop with you again. And I hope this video was some help for you. If you have any questions about the process or what I do in order to authenticate an item, just drop it in the comments. I would definitely respond to those. Hey, this is Mrs. DLC. I'm signing off, and thank you for joining me. We'll talk to you later.
Like on this video, comment on this video. Subscribe to my Nana's channel. Don't forget.